Let's talk about solar panel power efficiency. This is the amount of power that you could get in the middle of the day. So this is the best time in Vegas. It's 11:28 Friday, and 11:30 is when you get the maximum power out of the solar panel. So you're gonna see it moving between 550 and 555. This is a 750 solar panel array. And what are the factors that influence this? Very simple. Solar panel efficiency is affected by multiple things. First of all, is temperature. It's now a really hot day. Also, the sun is up and there's no clouds. So why am I getting 70% out of my solar panels? Well, also the angle of the roof. If you look at the roof over there, so the angle for the solar panels is not perpendicular to the sun itself. So because of that, if you apply the triangle rule, I have less surface that is exposed to the solar panels, and therefore they cannot reach high peak efficiency. The maximum wattage that these solar panels can achieve is 750 watts. That's the theoretical power. Now there's like losses in the wires and other things like those, and all those things add up to the end. This is an MPPT charge controller and can handle variations in voltages, but temperature of the solar panels, temperature outside, the angle for the sun, and all these things can have a huge impact over the performance of your solar panels. So if I'm getting 550 out of 750, I call that a win in December. So it's the middle of the winter. This is almost as low as the sun can get. And I'm getting pretty good power. Now when the sun is gonna go up, the triangle is gonna close, you're gonna be more perpendicular to the solar panels, and then you're gonna do a lot better. But the solar panels will also get a lot hotter because in summertime they get hotter. When they get hotter, they lose efficiency. So that is another down factor. And there's all kind of other things, it could be also seasonal. For example, if you are living somewhere where there's a lot of pollen and then they get dirty, that also reduces the power efficiency of solar panels. So when you do your math for the solar panels and you're thinking that you need a kilowatt, you need 2 kilowatts, you need 3 kilowatts, then you have to compensate for the fact that you're never going to squeeze the maximum out of them. Also, you have to understand that there is a loss in efficiency when you're pushing all the power into the batteries, and also when you're pushing all the power via your grid tie inverter into the network. So there will be losses. This is free energy that you're getting, but you're not getting all of it. Some of them will be lost in the process. At the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to make sure that this number, the kilowatts that you're putting in, you multiply that by 20 cents because that's how much you pay for the kilowatt, and you kind of like get an idea of how much power you're going to have. And that's the beauty of these things, is that they run about, I would estimate, from what you're getting in, from what you're storing into the batteries and what you're putting back into the network, you're running at about 50% efficiency. In some cases, could go up to 70, they could go up to maybe 65, but there are always going to be losses. And the losses are very simple. They happen because, there is loss in the wires, and there is loss in the conversion into the batteries. There's heat that gets dissipated. The fact that the solar panels are not always running at their peak efficiency. When you have an installed kilowatt worth of solar panels, if you get 500 watts worth of power out of them, you are doing pretty good at that point. Now, if you're asking why am I getting 700 and I'm putting 550, well, I'm running off the battery. So right now the batteries are charging through a different charge controller. This one is putting another 150. So basically I'm providing 700 watts into the batteries, and the batteries are providing to this thing. So it kind of like it's a wash. If I look at the battery, you can see it's in standby. So it's not really charging, it's not decharging, it's just sitting at 100%. So right now I'm in equilibrium. What I'm producing, I'm putting into the house at 700 watts. So basically it's almost like an even transfer, which is pretty good. But then the sun is not gonna stay over there all day. And then when it gets down there, then the batteries will kick in, and tomorrow morning we'll have to charge them. And the loads also vary throughout the day, but this is a really nice system. For those people that are passionate about electricity and want to know how it works, this is one of the most fun toys I ever had. I would highly recommend for you guys to get one of these if you like electricity as much as I do. Thanks for watching.